Hello everyone, and welcome to question 7 of the Plant Reproduction series. In this video, we'll be covering the KZN 2022 Provincial March test. This is a shorter question and it is only worth 8 marks. The diagram below shows a flower, so let's go through the labels. Label A is part of the male reproductive organ and it is the anther. The anther is where the pollen will be released for pollination. Label B is that narrow filament, which is also part of the male reproductive organ. Label C is pointing to an ovule, which is inside the ovary. Remember that the ovule becomes the seed. Label D is pointing to the ovary, which contains the ovules. The ovary will become the fruit. Label E is pointing to the style. The style is the narrow tube that the pollen tube travels down to reach the ovule. And label F is pointing to the stigma. This is the surface onto which the pollen will land. Right, I'd like you to pause the video, answer the questions, and then we'll go through the answers. 2.1.1, identify part D. Part D is an ovary, part E is the style, part F is the stigma. What is the name given to part A and B together? Part A and B form the male reproductive system, and that is the stamen. The word stamen has the word men in it, and men are males. Male have male reproductive organs. 2.1.3, give the letter name of the part that becomes the seed after fertilization. That would be C, the ovule. Remember, the ovule becomes the seed, the ovary becomes the fruit. 2.1.4, state 2 functions of flowers. Function number 1, they attract pollinators such as insects or birds. And function number 2, they contain and protect the reproductive organs. So notice how the ovary and the ovules are at the innermost part of the flower. This is because the flower is what protects and surrounds the intimate reproductive organs. Right, I'd like you to give yourselves a mark out of 8, and then we can move on to the next question. Thank you.